And as we're finishing up lesson 6, we're on puzzle number 13. Just going to have you go in here and take a look at your speed variable, right? And I want you to go into the design and create a slider. So I'm going to scroll down here. It wants you to add a slider. You make sure you set the min and max mode, and then you're going to go in here and create an event that's going to trigger when the slider moves, right? So we're going to go in here, and first thing I'm going to do is let's design a slider. So we're going to scroll down, find a slider. Let's put it up here at the top. I'm going to go ahead and give it an ID of speed control. And I want to give it a, let's see, a minimum value of 0 and a maximum value of 100. You know what? Let's do a minimum value of 10. And let's do a max of 50. I think that'll give us a better range. We're going to make the initial value 25, right in the middle. All right, or approximately in the middle. Now we're going to go up here and we're going to take a look at, you know what, let's put a label on here as well. So we've got that good. Let's go ahead and grab a label so anybody knows what this is. And let's just say speed control. Drag that over and let's just keep it simple. There we go, speed control. Now we've got our elements, right? So we are then going to go ahead and go back to our code and let's figure out how we can use these new elements in our program. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add a onboard event, right? So onboard event, push everything down. And we're going to make it so that onboard event of the speed control, and when you change it, right? So when you change the speed control, which is this slider, what's going to happen, right? We're going to make it so that it goes in and it changes this variable. It used to be called speed. So whenever they're addressing this thing called speed, remember we changed it to MPH. So that's the same thing. That's where the directions might be a little confusing, but if you remember back on 12 or 11, we didn't like the variable name speed because it caused that little weird error message over here. So now we're going to create an event that will trigger when the slider is changed. So we've got speed control change. So what's going to happen? We're going to make it go in and we're going to say that this variable MPH is going to change and go get a property. It's going to go grab the property from speed control. We're going to go get that value. What is the value of this speed control? All right. So what this is going to do is this. When I change my speed control slider, right, that's what this first line does. I want you to go in and change MPH variable to go get the property from the speed control's value, right? So that's what we're looking at right here. Now, let's go ahead and run this. I'm going to go up and down, speed control. Let's make it lower, higher, lower. Let's up our speed control, even higher. All right. And that works it. So now my speed control is all the way up. So it's going at 50 each time. And if it's all the way down, it's going at 10. Right? And if you remember, that's based on my designs previously. All the rest of this program is exactly the same. It's just changing the y coordinates, right? Subtracting out something from the y coordinates based off of MPH, the variable MPH. And that variable initially is 30, but once I change the speed control, it now changes the MPH to whatever the value of the speed control is. And that's at its essence, that's one way that you can do lesson 6, puzzle number 13. There are, of course, a couple other ways you can do it using these different tools.